we're gonna start. Welcome to Miami. Oh, okay. So if you have a small ball or a yoga block, you can use either or guess what? You can use your body. So lay down on your back. I'll just have to adjust this camera just a tad. And put your feet on the floor. Hi, Sid. Okay, the sun's right in my eyes. Good morning. So place your hands on your, I know, it'll move in we won't be there that long. Or flip, yeah, like the baby. All right, well, we're starting on our back. I'll be okay. I'll just turn my head to look at you. Take your hands on your pelvis. So right where your hip bones are, place your palms there and turn your fingers towards each other. And spread your fingers, don't have them close together. And just go ahead and mute when you can. Tilt your pelvis, and as you tilt your pelvis and push your back into the floor, your pubic bone points to the sky, and you're going to kind of contract your abdominals in a little bit. And then keep your hands there and tilt your pelvis the other direction. So the fingers will start to spread a little bit. You extend your spine. And then inhale, tilt your pelvis so that your back is imprinted and your fingers kind of touch towards each other. And then do the breath and arch your back. So notice when you arch your back that you can stick like your whole hand behind you. And when you tilt your pelvis in the opposite direction, you can't really get your hand behind you. So we're gonna stay right now, for all intents and purposes, in this more spine connected to the floor position. Take your arms up over your shoulders, palms face each other. Take your legs in the air, knees are in line with the hips, knees are in line with the ankles, and we'll call this 90-90 or dead bug. Take your right arm and your left leg bent onto the floor. And then bring it back up. You know, we've done this dead bug. There's a million ways to kill these roaches, right? Left arm and right leg bent. Come back in. So just start to feel a connection to your core. Right arm, left leg, bring it up. Left arm, right leg. And again, we're just moving side to side without the spine moving, without the pelvis really moving. We're just moving out of the joints, out of the hip, out of the shoulder. The belly is pulled into the ribs, the belly pulled into the spine, the ribs turn down towards the hips. Now, let's do one more on each side. So we're gonna go right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, and then hold up to the center. Stretch your legs in the air. Take your right arm, left leg with now a straight leg. And if you need to stay with the bent knee, go with the bent knee. Right arm up, left leg up. Left arm back, right leg down, belly in, ribs in, and come back up. And switch again. So arms straight, legs straight. Variation of a dead bug. Take it back again. Come back into center. One more on each side. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Come back to center and bring your knees to your chest. Good. Open your arms to a T. Shift your hips right. Ro, is that you again? I can't see, but I hope you got back on. And then come back in through the center. Shift your hips to the left. Let your knees fold to the right. And then come from this position, roll all the way up onto your hands and knees. Is that you? I can't see. All right, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, hips and shoulders width apart. So same idea here. Take your right arm forward and left leg back. This time we'll extend the leg. And then take that to the floor and switch sides. Left arm forward, right leg back. And switch sides. Pull the belly in so your back is long and flat. It's not in a ski slope, right? Come back down and switch. Come back in, switch. Right arm, left leg. Back in. Extend. And then let's do one more on each side. Good. Right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. And come back to center. There you are, Ro. Okay, now I can see you. All right, come back to the center, tuck your toes, dip your belly, arch your back. Exhale, top of the foot, shin down, tuck the tailbone underneath you, round your back, pull the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, extend your spine, drop your belly, arch your back. Exhale, round and curl, top of the foot, shin down, chin to chest. 2 more times, inhale, extend. Exhale, round and curl. Now keep the top of your foot down, don't tuck your toes underneath you. Lift just your knees from the floor. And if you're on the bench, just engage deeper. And then pull your back in, round and back, round and curl. Extend. Round and curl. Extend. Round and curl. Extend, lower the knees, sit back in child's pose. Reach the arms out in front of you. Breathe across the back body. Breathe across from the hips, the ribs, to the shoulders, side to side and top and bottom. Okay. Inhale, come back up. If you have your small ball, you can take it. It doesn't really matter. It's not going to change the exercise. Take your right arm forward and then exhale. Push back to your heels and stretch your arms in circles. Just make a circle. And then reverse that. And we can't get in. And take the arm up. I had the door open. Exhale, bring the arm underneath with the ball in your hand. Left arm out in front of you, back of the head to the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to center. Take your arms out in front of you. Sit back on your heels and walk your hands so they're resting on the ball out in front of you. Stretch wide across the body. Tuck the chin into the chest and round and curl. Pull the belly in as you roll the ball in. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, round and curl, pull it in. So it's all the same cat-cow stuff, just adding a little bit of core activation. One more time, round and curl. Come back out. Inhale, take your right hand down, come back up onto your hands and knees, ball in the left arm. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll it under. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take it under. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take it under. Stay here. Walk the right arm forward. You're holding onto the ball in your left hand. Reach out with your right. Take another breath. And then come back to center. Release it. Hands on the ball. Sit your weight back a little bit. Round and curl. Come up. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, come out. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, come out and go back to your child's pose. Inhale, come back to center. Put your hands on the floor. Take the ball or the block or nothing between your ankles or the insides of your feet. Walk your hands a little forward. Walk your arms wide. Head to tailbone long. Inhale. Lower your chest to the floor. Exhale, push up. Good. Inhale, bend your arms. Exhale, push up. Squeeze the ball between your legs. If you had the ball or the block, press down, press up, sit to your heels, reach back, and come back up and do that again. I'm just going to move back a little bit. All right, open up your arms, bend your arms, come down, push up. Crown of the head to the tailbone. 1, push up. One more time. Push up, sit on your heels. And now you're gonna come down onto your belly with the ball between your feet, preferably. So bring your hands underneath your forehead. You're gonna have to just adjust a little row. Here you can go onto the floor. The ball's between the legs, squeeze it. Pull the belly in, lift the pelvic floor up. Keep your forehead on the hands. I'm going to keep my head up so I can see you. Push your pubic bone down and your pelvis down and lift your thighs off the floor. Just your thighs. Lower your legs to the floor. Press down, lift your thighs off the floor. Lower your legs to the floor. Squeeze your glutes. Lift up. Lower down. 2 more times. Lift up, lower down, This one you lift up, and you're gonna pulse up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Push your hands to your chest, sit back on your heels one more time. Good, inhale, come back, and lay back on your belly. Take your knees a little closer this time. Keep the ball where it is and turn your feet neutral so they're not turned out. The knees line up with the hips, forehead is on your hands. This time we're gonna just extend the legs and curl them back in. All right, so you keep your head down. I'm just gonna keep looking at you. Extend the legs all the way, it's like a hamstring curl. Curl the legs towards the buttocks, flex the feet, press out. And you're putting, if you have the ball or the block between your ankles, you're putting pressure against that object. You've got 4 more times. 4, 3, squeeze. You should feel your hamstrings activated even if you don't have anything there, just squeeze them. 1 more time. This time you're gonna extend the legs, extend the arms, and lift everything off the floor. Biceps by the ears, thumbs up, and lower down. Let go. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let go. Inhale, lift up. Stay up, bring your arms by your side, lift your chest. See if you want to interlace your hands behind your back or use a strap or towel. Squeeze your legs together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Let it go. Push back to child's pose and take the ball forward. Whoops. Extend the arms out. Push the hips back. Good. Inhale, come back onto your belly, but get a long space. So extend your arms forward and let your fingertips rest on, or your palm can rest on, or just the edges of your fingers on the pinky side can rest on the ball. Separate your legs again about as wide as your mat. Push your pubic bone down. Inhale, lift just the chest as the ball perhaps rolls back a little bit closer to you. And then extend it out. So I'll move back on this camera. Good, extend it out. Inhale, lift your chest, shoulders back. Exhale, extend it out. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, extend it out. Stay in the long position here. Push your pubic bone down to the floor, lengthen your legs, and float your legs off the floor. Lower down. So your chest stays down, your legs lift up now. So just the lower body lifting and lowering. Squeeze nice and strong. Lift, and if you have a second ball and you want to put it between your legs, that's fine. 1 more time with the legs. Lower the legs, lift the chest, inhale. Lower the chest, lift the legs, exhale. Lower the legs, lift the chest, inhale. Lower the chest, lift the legs, exhale. 1 more time in each direction, inhale. Exhale, lower, lift up. Now lower everything to the floor, and we're gonna lift all of it off the floor again in 3, 2, 1. Lift up. Good, now take the ball or the block or just your hands in the right hand, bring the block and the ball or the ball behind you. Take the left arm and bring it forward. So we're just transferring if you have anything. If not, you're just moving your arms back and forth. And then we'll reverse this, go to the other direction. Ball transfer behind your back, your legs are still lifted so your back is active. And 1 more time. Reach it out, 1 more time all the way out, 3, 2, and 1. Push back to your heels, child's pose. Sit all the way back on your heels. Where you going, E.T.? Come back to your hands and knees. Just a little cat-cow again. Tuck your toes out your back. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, round and curl. Good, come back to the center. I'm gonna turn to face you. We're gonna sit in a mermaid position. Right leg on the inside of the left leg bent behind you. Or any variations thereof, right? So just have the ball on the right side. If you can't bend the left leg out, you can just keep it out to the side. All right, so Take your right hand out to the right side as far as you can on the ball without it collapsing. Then lean up and over to the side and stretch over. Working again on the obliques here now. Come back up and pull yourself in. Exhale, roll it out. Again, if you don't have a ball, you're just reaching out, you're doing side bends. And come back up. And one more time, reach up and over. Stay onto the side. Walk your arms out and in a couple times right here. And then extend it all the way out. Take your left arm up and over. Lift up, lean over to the left side, stretch. Come back up, and we'll switch sides. Left leg on the inside of the right thigh. Right leg can be straight or bent, as can the left leg. You can just do this side to side. Take the ball on the outside of the left hand, roll it out to the side, and come up and over. No collapsing in the left side, so you're staying lifted. And you're not putting pressure into your left hand on the ball, right? You're not smashing the ball or what I call pancaking it. Lift up and over, and come back in. And lift up and over. Stay there. Turn your body, roll out 3 times, come back in, roll it out, come back in, roll it out, come back in and open up, lift up and over, lean to the side, come into the center. Straddle your legs. Doesn't matter how wide they are, I'm just gonna grab some water. All right, so again, doesn't matter how wide your legs are, doesn't matter if you have a ball or not. Okay, if you have the ball, bring it in your arms overhead and just bring it behind your head. It's not really gonna do anything. So keep the ball back there so your head rests against the ball, your elbows are open out. We don't want to bring them in. Lift up tall through your center inhale. Flex your feet today. Exhale, lean to the right side. Maybe you tap your arm to the floor. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean to the left side. Keep your right hip grounded. So the opposite side stays grounded. Lower the elbow, press through the hips, come back up, inhale. Lower the left elbow. Don't go front and back, just go side to side. And go right, come back up, go left. Keep both hips grounded, up. One more time, side to side, out. Come back up, inhale, exhale to the other side. Inhale, come up. Keep your hands just where they are. Rotate your torso to the right and do 3 pulses. 2, 3, come back to center to the other side. Do 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3. Center. 1, 2, 3, right, center. 3 to the left. 1, 2, 3. 2 more times. Just 1 more each side. 3, come back center. 1, 2, 3, come back center. Stretch the arms all the way up. Extend your torso, extend your arms, hinge forward. Take your pinkies if you're on the ball, pinkies on the edge. Keep your spine long here. Within that long spine, just pull your belly to your spine and round it. So we're not gonna fold over this way, we're just gonna do a little cat-cow. Round, extend. Round, extend. Round, extend one more time. Round, pull it in. It's small, it's small, it's small. And extend, hold it out. Bring the ball to the right side. You can rest your hand on the ball, get rid of it. Left arm up and over. If you have a block, you can use the block. Use your arm against your leg and rotate your torso open. Stretch up and over. Left hip on the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, rise up. Walk your hands to the other side. If you have the ball or the block, you can keep your hand there. Lift up and over. Reach. Use your arm against the leg for leverage to open up the shoulder, chest, torso. And then come on back up. And one more time, walk your hands forward. This time we're just gonna stay. Stay here for 5. Exhale, shoulders back, send collarbones broad. So think about a long spine. 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up. Good. Go back to the long way of your mat. Bend your knees, put the ball between your knees. Hands underneath your thighs. Inhale. So feet are on the floor, lift your chest up. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest and round and curl. Squeeze the ball in between your thighs or the block or nothing and just pretend you have it there. Inhale. So ET, traveling with this ball is really easy. You deflate it and then you just take the straw and re-blow it up. So next time you need it, you know, that's what you, that and a band to travel with is really easy. Even a travel mat. Inhale, lift your chest. If anybody needs a travel mat, I can access it for you. Bring it in. Now hold this scooped out position. C curve of your spine. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders. Reach, reach, reach. So now we're in a C curve. We're going to articulate our spine down to the floor so that your shoulders are off the floor. Now bring your hands back behind your head. Bring your legs in a little closer. Lift your head and shoulders. Squeeze the ball between the legs. Or again, if you don't have a ball and you're not using a ball or block, then you go ahead and just, imagine that you do. Just use that inner thigh action, glute action. Breathe in. Lower the head to the floor. Bring the legs up. Now, we've done this before. The ball is between the knees. This is the only time the ball is going to be between the knees for this exercise. We're going to lift the head and shoulders up. Take your left elbow to the outside of the ball and roll it to the right thigh, outer thigh. You don't need to bring it back to the center as you come back through. Right arm is going to twist over to the left side. I have another ball here. It's a little tight. Come back to center and just roll to the other side. Come back to center, roll to the other side. Come back to center, roll to the other side. Come back to center, roll to the other side. So the only time the ball was in the middle and holding on to between the legs was when we started. We're going to do one more in each direction. So come back. And now this is something that left me sore for days when we use the block. Come back to the center, ball to the right leg, left elbow outside. And now I want you to crunch against that ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Bring it back around to the other side. Press the elbow against the ball or the thigh. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. Back to center. Lay down for a moment. Hug your knees into your chest. The ball is going to go, or the block, on the outside of the thigh, not in between your thighs. So bring your knees over your hips, 90-90. Put the ball right in the middle. Put your elbows on the ball. You may or may not touch your forehead. Lift your head and shoulders up. Crunch against the ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Any kind of rest. Constructive rest is great. Let your feet come to the floor. Let your knees come in. Breathe in, breathe out. Because you're going to do that one again. All right? So bend your knees, feet off the floor, 90-90, 90-90. Ball on top of your thighs, not in between, and sort of towards the middle of your thighs. Elbows on the ball. Hands might touch your temples. Lift your head and shoulders. Don't let the legs move. Or actually, think about the legs moving towards your arms and your arms moving towards your legs. So it's like a crunch, all right? But there's very little physical movement, right? It's a lot on the inside. All right, lift everything up for 3, 2, 1. Go 8, 7. So you're resisting the ball with your arms and legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your head. Bring your knees into your chest. Place your feet on the floor. Lift your hips in the air and put the ball or the block or your hands or nothing underneath your back. Lift one leg at a time into the air. Stretch the back of the legs. Let the body surrender. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good, now it's just a chance to play a little catch up here. Right knee in, left leg out. You can hug it in if you have the balance. And switch. Hug it in if you can balance on the ball, if you're there. And then release the legs. Both legs out in front. Both arms overhead. Stretch in two directions. Soften your glutes. Just reach long in both directions. Big, long inhale, big, long exhale. Bend your knees, bring your arms down. Lift your hips off whatever you're supported on, and if you're not supported, that's okay. Once again, roll to your side. Actually, keep your knees to the right side. Let's do a spinal twist. Return through the center to the other side. Return to the center. Hug your knees up to your chest. Rock and roll on your spine a couple of times until you come up to sitting. Cross your legs. Come to your hands and knees and take your toes underneath you, downward facing dog. Bend the right knee. Bend the left knee. Soften the knees, press the chest towards the thighs. Pull the belly in. Draw your elbow joints forward. Press back. Elbow creases, I should say. And then walk your hands to your feet, feet to your hands. Come into this forward fold. Let your body surrender onto the thighs. Let your head hang down. Take your arms behind your back and place your fingers, palms together, up and over your head. Shift the weight a little bit more towards the balls of your feet. Tuck the chin into the chest. Good. Relax the arms, let them dangle. Tuck the chin into the chest and roll up slowly. Come all the way up to your standing position. Core activated nice and strong through this class. Arms all the way up. Lean to the right side, exhale. Inhale back up, lean to the left side, exhale. Come back up, lift up, open out, and just give yourselves a hug and a pat on the back. One arm in the other, oops, hit the mirrors, the walls, and you are done. Core strong, stretched out, stay strong, stay fit, stay healthy.